G'day. Today we're going to discuss Hebrews 7. It's talking about Melchizedek the priest, and Jesus is like Melchizedek. Now, some of the notes I have here says Melchizedek, the king of Salem, priest of the God Most High, king of righteousness, king of peace. Now, he met with Abraham after Abraham had a campaign against the great kings, and Abraham gave him a tenth. Melchizedek also says, it says about him that he had no father or mother, without genealogy, without beginning or end, resembling the Son of God. And he also remains a priest forever. It starts talking about the law, how the law says that Levi collects a tenth from Israel. And now Melchizedek wasn't descendant of Levi because Abraham gave him a tenth. It talks about in another chapter that why was there another priest that needed to come? So why did Jesus need to come? So because there's a new priest, the law had to change as well. It talks about that. Now, Jesus descended from Judah, not from Levi. So he has been appointed by God, not by some regulation. So now it says the law is now put aside. Jesus is a priest forever because he lives forever. He intercedes for us. He is holy, blameless, pure. His sacrifice, he sacrifices once and for all. He doesn't have to keep putting, like the priests did, sacrificing constantly for sin. And he is a perfect priest. Now, in this chapter, the verse that stood out was verse 23 to 26. Let me just go there. Now, there have been many of those priests since death prevented them from continuing in office. But because Jesus lives forever, he has a permanent priesthood. Therefore, he is able to save us completely, those who come from God through him, because he always lives to intercede for them. Such a high priest truly meets our needs. One who is holy, blameless, pure, set apart from sinners, exalted above the heavens. Excuse me. Because Jesus lives forever, it talks about it in verse 23, he's permanent. It's a permanent priesthood. The priesthood lasts forever. And it talks about in verse 24, that was in verse 24, therefore he's able to save completely those who come to God through him. So he doesn't have to he can purify us. He saves us. He doesn't have to constantly put sacrifices represent for us and for himself. It says in verse 26, he meets our needs because he is holy, he is blameless, he is set apart, he is exalted. And this permanent priesthood, I can, if I fall short one day, I can come to God and he is able to forgive my sins. Hebrews 7 talks about Melchizedek in summary and about Jesus, comparing the two. Verses 23, 26 stood out for me. read it, meditate on it, kind of read it very slowly. There's also a Bible reference in there from Psalm 110:4. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll talk to you next time. You have a good day.